Okay, so I've been compiling videos. Oh, well, hey, I guess a lot of people don't know me, so I should introduce myself. I'm Drika. This is my channel. Come in, take your shoes off, stay with me for a little while. Let's chit, let's chat, let's shoot the shit. Okay, my topic today that I want to talk about is Puff Daddy. Please don't mind my hair. It looks like Lee from off of Naruto, but we'll get through it. My my live is not gonna be that long. Well, my video is not gonna be that long. I'm trying to figure out how to work YouTube and how to work this accoutrement. I was a moderator for a couple of channels. I'm not gonna say their names. And now I decided to do my own thing. So with that being said, let's talk about Puff Daddy. The first thing I want to point out is the book. The book that was supposed to be released by Kim Porter. I've been hearing rumblings that this book is fake. That this is not a book that came from Kim. This is not a book that was commissioned by Kim. This is not a book that Kim's team put together. It's somebody under a pseudonym that made a book from vaguely probably reading some notes and some documentations that maybe were already public knowledge or common knowledge, and they made their own book. Now you do that what you will with it. You want to believe it, good. If you don't want to believe it, good. Me, I take everything with a grain of salt. What I can say is this. I've been hearing rumblings that Puff Daddy for a very long time has been an informant. I think Gene Deal has also said that he's been known to work with the FBI. I want you guys to think of this. The same way this case is going with Puff Daddy is the same way the case was going with Jeffrey Epstein. If you remember, a girl came out, alleged and said that Jeffrey Epstein did something. He got arrested. They raided everything. They arrested the accomplice, Ghislaine, whatever her name is. And then before we could get any answers, Jeffrey died. What I'm willing to believe, or what I'm willing to bet is, the same people that was on that flight log and that manifest for Jeffrey Epstein are the same people that were at those Diddy parties. And I also can go one further and be like, I also think that a lot of the reason why a lot of celebrities are kind of quiet and hush-hush and scared is because a lot of them are on not only the Epstein flight logs and manifest, but a lot of them have tapes that Diddy had. Because if I want you to do something, I'm going to blackmail you into it. That's simple as that. I'm going to blackmail your ass into it. Like, you don't want to sing anymore? Okay, well, I got you on video doing this with Mr. Thing. You don't want to rap no more? Or you feel like you want to talk? Or you feel like you want to tell everybody what goes on at my house at these parties? Well, then you're going to have to explain why you on this tape. Doing this with all these underage. Why are you on the flight log? Going to an island. It's that as simple as that. It's Epstein 2.0. It's literally the chickens have come home to roost for the celebrities. And instead of worrying about what celebrities are on the list and who have tapes, it's very much easier for us to differentiate who's not on a tape and who's not on the list. It's just as simple as that. We can possibly go a step further and be like, hey, well, this celebrity is okay because that one's not on the list. This one's okay because they're not on the list. But when you look at it, everybody's on a list. Everybody's on the list. Now, this is what I want people to understand about Puff Daddy. And a little bit about internet sensation Jaguar Wright. Jaguar comes off as crazy, and a lot of the stuff Jaguar says is way out there. Like, what are you talking about? But guess what? Jaguar has not really lied about the things that she knew about Diddy or Jay-Z. Now, if she was around them and she saw that, if she just heard word of mouth and she did it, I feel like either way, she had some kind of credibility and she knew what she was talking about. And a lot of times when you tell the truth and amongst people that like lies, they're going to automatically make you look like you're the pariah. They're going to automatically make you look like you're the bad guy. Like you're a liar. She's crazy. She's a failed artist. She never lied about what goes down at those puppy parties. And if you think about it, you never really hear of what goes down at the puppy parties. You just know some celebrities are gonna go, and you know some celebrities went and they never came back, or they never went back, and you don't know as to why. It's not like they're not getting invited. What are you doing at those parties? And if you guys think that they're just smoking weed and drinking and having a good time and everybody's having an orgy amongst adults, then you need to grow up. You're delusional. It's a lot of bad things in this world. It's a lot of bad people in this world. It's a lot of bad people that do bad things to kids in this world. It's a lot of bad people that do bad things to women in this world. I am anxious to see how this plays out. While some people saying that this is a distraction, it could be a distraction because it is an election year. But I mean, like, between Biden, Kamala, and Trump, that's a whole nother distraction. If you want me to be honest with you, I feel like everything is a distraction because America is really about to fall. But that's a topic for another day. The Diddy stuff, I do believe that he really was an informant, because you don't get to do dirt on people for so long and get away with it. I mean, when you look at everybody that Diddy signed, or anybody that was closely affiliated with Bad Boy, they're dead. Everybody's dead. And if they're not dead, then they're destitute. So what is going on at Bad Boy? What are you making these people do? Why are all of your artists in a bad way? Why are all of your artists literally working regular jobs? Not even a job I'm working. I work for a computer company. So it's like, what happened to the money? And then, not only that, and I'm gonna say it because I'm not scared of anything, because who am I? Just a little black girl from Louisiana. I believe he killed Biggie. I believe you killed Biggie because I don't believe you killed Biggie. I know he killed Biggie. I've been doing research. And I've been on other people's live shows. But I can pretty much bet my last dollar that Puppy killed Biggie, because Biggie was going to leave. And Biggie was going to take Junior Mafia and Little Kim with him. And if you guys just listen to any music that Bad Boy put out before Biggie died, Bad Boy was the shit. After Biggie died, they fell off. They didn't really fall off in the sense of, they're not a label anymore. They fell off in the sense of, well, there's no good rappers. Like, at all. None. So I really feel that Puppy killed him, and Puppy killed Kim. He killed Kim because Kim was gonna make a book. Now the book that's out, again, you take that with a grain of salt. I heard that book was not from Kim Porter or her archives. It was somebody under a pseudonym trying to make a name for themselves, and probably didn't think that the book would get as big as it got. But I mean, Diddy just got arrested, so if you're gonna release a book and say it's a tell-all about somebody, this is the perfect time to do it. You gotta make your moolah. You gotta make your moolah, your shmooly. So you do with that what you will. And I know people are gonna probably attack me and be like, "Well, how you know?" Like, let's say I do a lot of dark web searching. Like, I do a lot of dark web searching, and I've seen some pretty fucked up shit. Like the video that they had, for instance, with Miss Clinton and Miss DeGeneres with a minor frazzle drip. There's some shit out there. You look for it. If you seek, you will find. But this with Puff Daddy is long time coming. You can't kill people. I mean, but you can't kill people because they don't want to do what you want them to do. You can't blackmail people because they don't want to do what you want them to do. You can't get people's kids and feel like you're gonna power stroke them into doing what you want them to do. You can't do that. Puppy has had an extensive track record of fucking killing people. And I'm talking what I know. Like an extensive history of killing people that did not agree with him. And right now, I feel like all of our prayers and our concerns should be with Cassie. Because without Cassie, this lawsuit or this indictment that he's going under would have never came to fruition. Cassie did what a lot of victims couldn't do because maybe they were scared for their life. Maybe a lot of people have kids now, and a lot of people just don't want to talk or didn't want to talk because they know if Puppy literally did this to his own baby mama, well, what would he do to me? What would he do to my kids? So I really commend Cassie for coming forward and for saying something, because without her, we wouldn't have an indictment. And I can tell you something about the FBI. The FBI will let you sink yourself. The FBI will sit there and they will be looking at you for years. I mean, I'm from Louisiana. They have a lot of big time drug dealers in New Orleans. They have a couple of mafia people in New Orleans. The FBI will sit there and they will look at you for 20, 15 years. If they want you bad enough, they'll sit. Yeah. They'll sit and let you rack up as many charges as they can, because you know why? When you rack up a lot of charges, they know at least one of them will stick. They're not going to come get you when you doing, when you barely getting your fingers wet. No, the FBI really, and this is just a note to anybody that's doing anything nefarious, whether it's with drugs, whether it's with children, whether it's with women, whether it's just doing white collar crime and stealing people credit cards. Stop it. Because right now it might look like you're getting away with it, but you won't get away with it for long. And the way the FBI rolls, they'll let you sink yourself. They'll let you literally steal over $1 million. And then they won't even come and get you when you stole $1 million. You know when they're going to come get you? They're going to come get you in 10 years when the $1 million is gone, when everything is gone, when you don't have anything. And then that's when they're going to come and indict you. And they're going to be like, you know what? We were watching you since 1995. And we have documents and we have tapes and we have video. We have paper trail. We have everything. And that's basically what they did. Puff Daddy. Had to go take care of something right quick. But yeah, the FBI will literally let you sink yourself. Literally. And that's what they did Puff Daddy. And the only reason why I feel like he got indicted the way he did was because whatever Cassie put in that lawsuit. Now, the lawsuit is available online. I don't know if it's available in its entirety, but it's available online if you want to look at it, if you want to see it and read through it. But what she alleges in there is some pretty bad things. Like, for one, you have extorting people. You have beating people. You have tax evasion. You have coercing people to take part of these freak-offs. Then also, you have blackmail. Because if they try to say anything, you have them on tape doing certain things with certain people. And the average person doesn't want their dirty little laundry to get out. So imagine a celebrity. Like me, you, regular people, we know how we feel when our mama, our baby daddy or baby mama tell our business. We be ready to shoot their ass up. So how you think you feel when you're a big time celebrity and you have somebody literally holding this secret over you, holding this whatever it is over you. And then the bad thing is, what if you really didn't want to do it? What if you really didn't really enjoy doing it, but you were coerced into doing it? I mean, it's no way out of it. It's no way really literally out of it. It's like you have to eat the crow. And that's what I'm saying. Well, a lot of people are saying, you know, some of the victims need to come forward. And I feel like some of them do need to come forward. But if they sign NDAs, you also have to understand that statute of limitations has to be up on these NDAs before they can say anything. Now that it's an indictment, I don't know. They might can just talk. But like I was in somebody else's chat a while back, and we were talking about the rapper's husband. You know what rapper I'm saying. I don't want to say her name because I'm at a good place with her. But it's like, who wants to be known as the rape victim? Who wants to be known as the freak off victim? Who wants to be known as the girl that got passed around at a freak off? Like, even in your regular life, you don't want to be known as the neighborhood slut. It's just not a good look. You'll never be able to live it down. Even when you try to do something else, you'll always have that over your head. You'll always be like, well, that's the girl that got passed around. Same thing with the victims. And then you also got to realize that America, we don't like weak people. We like people that are strong. We don't like people that have any trauma or drama with them. And so that makes it harder for people to come out and say anything and talk. I do believe that they will come out and talk because now it's a federal case. We don't know if they're going to get sequestered to come to court. It could be an all-star studded cast that's going to court. We don't know until the FBI or the feds or whoever finished doing their investigation. I can tell you this, though. They've been watching him for a long time. I can tell you this also. I don't know if he's going to get a plea deal. I don't know if that is on the table for him. But what I can tell you, what I do know is on the table, is I do know he's talking. And I know people are not going to agree with me, and they're going to be like, Chandrika, you're off your rocker, you need to take your meds. But I actually I'm almost in fear of his life as much as I am some of the victims, because if you remember with Jeffrey Epstein, when they got him, they were trying to make their case, and I believe they thought that Jeffrey might have been talking. You don't know. See, the thing is, Diddy, Jeffrey, Harvey Weinstein, these are the faces of evil that they give to us. These are the people that they tell you that nightmares are made of, and these are people, bad people. But the thing is, there's always somebody that's bigger and better than you. My mom used to always tell me that. There's somebody out there that's bigger, better, stronger than you. So my thing is, if these are the faces that they're giving us of evil, then who is the puppet master? Who's the person pulling the strings? Who's the person that is literally funneling the money and telling you to do this and telling you, oh, you know, get this person, get that person. You have the power. I'm going to bag you. Because you know how long these freak offs have been going on? Do you know how long these freak offs and these lewd parties have been going on? I mean, Cat Williams tried to tell you, but everybody was too busy thinking it was a joke. Everybody was so busy laughing at him that they was like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just mad because he's whatever. And then comes out, he was telling the truth. Y'all remember the joke that Cat Williams was talking about when he was saying that he got invited to the mansion party? And then he saw what Professor Ogilvy or whoever, I don't even know his real name. And look, I'm not trying to start no drama with you. I'm just saying what was said. Like, so don't come for me. Any of the people that I named, don't come for me. But yeah, remember he was like, oh yeah, I got invited to the mansion party, and they had people in rooms doing this, and they had this lady in the room doing this, and this lady doing this with this lady, and this man was doing this with this man. They was doing stuff with dogs. I mean, I've heard some stuff. And it's not just Diddy. It's not Diddy. It's like, it literally goes back to like Marilyn Monroe and Dorothy Dandridge. Why don't you guys look up what they did Dorothy Dandridge? Why don't you guys literally look up what they made her do and what they made her do it with? So that's why I don't really condone these celebrities. I don't really care about celebrities. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Your favorite, your queen, your queen bee, she's so whatever, she's so regal, she's going down. She's going down. She was on everybody's list. She was on Jeffrey Epstein's list. She was at some of those Diddy freak-off parties with her husband, Jay-Z. Yeah, they were there together. It is what it is. I pray for her, Cassie. I pray that God protects her, her baby, her husband, Alex. I pray nothing but love and light for them. I pray God continues to give them his hedge of protection because they're going to need it. She's going to need it. All of this came out because of a lawsuit, a civil suit. And I can honestly say she was a smart girl. Very smart girl. Get the money before the money dries up. And do you know how much money he dished out to her? Now, we got a number of $10 million, but I really believe it was more than $10 million. It could have been upward to $20 million. I mean, he had the money. He probably doesn't have anything now because they probably tied all his assets up, but he had the money. And she was smart because she got him on a civil suit. Civil means, for those who don't know what civil means, civil is monetary. It's nothing to do with criminal. But the way the FBI works is if you allege something so egregious in your civil suit, then they'll pick it up and they'll make an indictment on a criminal charge. And that's what happened. Because of all the things that she was alleging in her civil suit to get money, the FBI then made a case because, I mean, anytime you say trafficking, that's going to pique their interest. It doesn't matter if you're trafficking drugs, children, or guns. And if you're trafficking all three, well, then they didn't hit jeopardy on you. I can honestly say that this, while most might say it's a distraction, I really believe it's the chickens coming home to roost. It's literally the cup of iniquity has ran over for Diddy. And now you have to answer. And the thing is, with anybody, they're not going to want to go down by themselves. They're going to want to take as many people as they can with them. They're going to want to try to make themselves look like the good guy. And, well, these people were at the party too, but you threw them. Then on top of that, you made people sign NDAs. Now, if I got invited to a party, and I get invited to a couple of things, the first red flag is going to be me having to sign a non-disclosure agreement for going to your party. What is going to be happening at this party to where I can't tell my mama? Then you want to take all of their cell phones, laptops, or pagers, or whatever? Why would we have to do that at a regular party? Oh, because it's some things going down. Use your guy. You guys use your head. Puppy's going down. More indictments are coming. More people are going to get indicted. Some of your favorite celebrities and people that you like are going to go to jail. It's about time. And also, just want to leave you with this little tidbit because I'm going to cut this live short. It's election year. First thing, go vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just go vote. But they want this to be a distraction. Want you to talk about this so much that you guys are not thinking about voting. And that you guys are not thinking about not even the presidential election. I mean, that is major. But your local Senate and state elections, you need to vote. Because if we're going to take down people that are doing this stuff, as far as drugs and trafficking and stuff, it starts locally. It's not really anything that the president can do. The president is really solely over the military. He has the right to tell us when we can and cannot go to war. Bush. Vote. So we can get people like this and people that do these nefarious, bad, weird things, so we can get them in jail, so we can get higher penalties for them. Now with Puff Daddy, I'm not gloating that he's in jail. I'm not happy about it. I mean, I don't really care because he wasn't giving me money anyway. Like, I'm still living a regular life. Still have to go to work in the morning. I might ask my mama for $20 tomorrow. Like, I'm just a regular person. But I can say this. For everybody that wanted to be a celebrity, and for everybody that thinks that this is such a good life, why don't you guys look up what a lot of these people had to go through, especially Michael Jackson? Now, what I'm thinking is the things with Michael Jackson might not have been true. Maybe Michael was really protecting these kids. I don't know. He could have been doing something else. But it's just weird that somebody to be in the industry as long as him, how he would just really garner and protect, or try, I would say, to hold on to these little boys or these little girls. It wasn't just little boys. They made emphasis of little boys at Michael's house, but Michael had girls at his house too. Who knows? Maybe it was kids that parents wanted them in the industry, and maybe he knew the industry is messed up, especially for little young aspiring people that just gonna believe anything because their favorite celebrity is telling them. That's how a lot of people got messed up in the game. Also, I pray for Justin Bieber. And that would explain why he's so standoffish. And that would explain why he acts the way he acts with his wife. I feel like his wife is really good for him. He married a Baldwin. I think her name is what? Haley? Haley Baldwin? I like her. I like her for him. She gives him the affection and the love and the clinginess that he probably does need. He probably doesn't like it, but he needs it. I can honestly say that your mom, Justin, did her due diligence. Now, she might have caught it a little late, but I do know that she caught it. And when she caught it, she removed you far away from the situation, as any good mom would. She made sure you were nowhere around this man anymore. She made sure that you were protected. A lot of people didn't have that. Maybe Usher, maybe you should come out and say what happened. Say how you called your mom and you called her crying hysterically when you were at one of Diddy's camps when you were little. And then you grew up. And then you became a person that literally provided him with people, children, whoever. You have sons. Just stand up. Because guess what? If they have this on an indictment and then they raided his house, you don't know what the FBI has. I do know they have tapes. And I do know that it would be better to say something now than to get indicted and anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. I'm not saying sing like a canary. I'm not saying that. Tell your truth. Tell the truth. Tell what happened. You deserve that to yourself. Your children deserve to know what happened. To Puff Daddy's kids, to the twins, the boys, to Quincy, I'm very sorry that all of this is going down. I'm very sorry that you don't have your mom with you at this time. But I also believe that from the beyond, this is your mom's final haha to your dad. And I believe your mom wanted nothing more than to get the truth out about how your dad really was. But she couldn't because she didn't want to lose her life until she did. And even still, as a mom, she wanted to protect you guys. She wanted to make sure you guys were safe, and she didn't want you guys to have to go through any of the dealings or hearing about anything that your dad did or maybe she did. And I know it's tough, but you guys are going to get through it. Nobody's really blaming you guys because you were born into a situation. You didn't know, you know. None of us know who our parents are going to be, and none of us can control or monitor our parents' lives before we came in them. It's just, it is what it is. I just know that this is not about to be over soon. And I just hope that Puff Daddy makes it to the court date. Because it would be really convenient if the same thing that happened to Jeffrey Epstein happened to him. Because it's almost the same situation. Almost. The only thing is, it's no difference. It's the same situation. A girl came on, I think it was a civil suit that she got on Jeffrey Epstein. He raided his stuff. He went to jail. He was in jail for what, like 2-3 weeks? And then they found him in the cell, dead. They said he committed suicide, but there was like no bed in there and no sheets or no windows, no nothing. So how you commit suicide with nothing? And that's all I'm saying about Puppy. Like, I'm concerned that you might not make it to the court date because the powers that be, the people ahead of you, the people, the elite, the people that really have the money, they're going to make you quiet because they're not going to go down for you. And I know people be like, well, why R. Kelly didn't die? Well, R. Kelly was lower level than Puppy. Puppy was way up here. Puppy, like, worked his way from being an intern to being, like, one of the biggest music moguls that we have out right now. Besides, like, who else is bigger than him besides Jay-Z? You know? Honestly, I feel like Kanye West would have probably been the next up and coming biggest thing, but I feel like they couldn't control Kanye like how they wanted to, and so they wrote him off as crazy, and so did the rest of the world. The rest of the world's like, oh, he's crazy, but a lot of times the crazy people know what they're talking about. Back to Jaguar Wright. She might not have been whatever in her own life, but a lot of times the crazy people don't really be crazy. It's just that it's crazy to us normal people because we don't live our lives like that. A lot of us go to work, take care of our kids, come home. And so when people allege really crazy things, we're like, oh, you know, they're on drugs, they're on this, they're on that. And that's probably the most inhuman thing that we can do. Because how we know that they're not telling their truth and they're trying to get help, we're writing them off as crazy. So those are my thoughts. It's my video. We're going to be making more videos on this channel. I'm going to try to go live or try to make videos at least twice a day. And my content for right now will be all over the place. I don't really have a defined genre. I do like conspiracy theories, so we might talk a little bit about conspiracy theories because my next video is going to be about the moon landing, and it was fake. It was fake. Space is real, but it's not what you think it is. But the moon landing was like really fake, or what we saw, the public, the United States public, it was fake. It was fake. But yeah, this is my channel. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, as you guys can grow with me and grow with this channel. I hope to take it far. I hope to be able to garner a lot of subscribers. I forgot what my last point was, but I think I was just saying what my channel was gonna be. So yeah, we're gonna get into some things. Definitely get into some things. I gotta clean my backgrounds up. I gotta find out what genre I want to be in. But y'all, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends to tell your friends. I'm not usually this dull. I'm usually loads of fun, and we'll get into some things and have a kiki. But it is a school night, and I am a mom. So, with that being said, I'm going to have to sign off and catch you guys on the next upload. But in the comments, tell me what you think about, my topic for today. Like, tell me, like, do you think that he's going to rat on people, or do you think that does it mirror Jeffrey Epstein to you guys a little bit? Or do you think that I'm just way over my head and just talking on my ass and just saying things? I don't know. Let me know. Welcome to the channel again. And bye. Peace out.